Last night's historic vote has sent ripples through Europe and across the world.
With more on what this vote means, Dr. Moses Altek from the UW-Madison School of Business joining us now. More good to see you again, sir.
Well, it's great to be back.
So, what does this all mean?
Well, certainly we're entering a period of uncertainty. I mean, this is really unprecedented, and a lot of people didn't expect it, didn't see it happen. And you're going to see the ripple effect from that. You've already seen it in the stock market. The stock markets around the world lost about $2 trillion in value today, and some of that is going to bounce back. I mean, we're going to get that back.
That's a lot of this is because everyone was surprised by this.
Yes,
why was everyone so caught off guard by it?
Well, people were caught off guard simply because so many people in Britain, from academia, from the political life, from science, from industry, business, everybody made a case for why remaining is actually the sensible thing to do. You know, when there's unanimity, you know, you figured that most people are going to go that way. But it didn't turn out that way. So there's going to be implications for the British, serious implications. There's going to be implications for the European Union, and there's going to be implications for the United States and the rest of the world too.
What are the implications for Great Britain?
Well, the implications for Great Britain, you know, certainly that freedom of movement and freedom of goods and freedom of labor and freedom of travel, all of those things that have become essentially borderless, customsless, thanks to the European Union, those things are going to change. And I know that some people who supported the Leave campaign say, oh, don't worry, we're going to get a good deal because this is good for the European Union to strike a deal with us. But you know, the European Union was purposefully hard on Greece so as not to send any signals to other countries that bailouts are okay and anybody can have them. I think a lot of Europeans are thinking, let's send a signal, use Britain as an example, to make sure that other countries don't think that they can leave and still have their cake and eat it too. So there's going to be some serious economic implications. People expect that the British economy will certainly shrink by 2020. It's going to affect the labor market as well. A lot of financial institutions are considering moving jobs to continental Europe, primarily Frankfurt, Amsterdam, Dublin, other places. So this is going to be a reality. And also, by the way, if we've ever made a case about the importance of diversity and having new talent coming in from around the world, we talk about that in our country. Certainly Britain has benefited from that because of the open borders and the open labor market. They're going to miss out on that because it's going to be a lot harder for people from Europe and other places to come in and work and study in the United Kingdom.
And what about for us here in this country? If you have stocks, a 401k, what should you be thinking about and be concerned about?
Well, if you're thinking about the long term, I don't think you have much to worry about. And you know, today the stock market dropped by 610 points. We're going to gain some of that back. Nonetheless, you know, the dollar became a lot stronger, and that means that our exports are more expensive, you know, overseas, and it's going to, you know, it may slow a rather slow economic growth a little further. The Fed is unlikely now to raise interest rates in the short run, and so there are some consequences, you know, for us as well. All economies now are intertwined. It's impossible to have something happen to a very large economy like Britain, which, by the way, its #1 foreign investor is the United States. And American companies that employ 1 million Britons in the United Kingdom. So when they suffer consequences, our companies suffer consequences too. So there's nothing that just stops at the border.
It's a global economy, that's for certain. We'll have to wait and see what happens.
Absolutely.
All right, Moses, thanks for being with us.
Always great
Thank you.
perspective.
It's my pleasure
Good
to be
see you,
back.
Moses.
Thank you
For
Have
coming.
a good weekend.